Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop, and it's time to go back to the theater. And it's another horror movie about an antique toy, but this time they're not monkeying around. Or are they? My review of the 2025 horror film, The Monkey, coming up now. When twin brothers Bill and Hal find their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of grisly deaths start. The siblings decide to throw the toy away and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years. So what did I think of The Monkey? I thought it's a gruesome and humorous horror comedy. It's based on the 1980 short story of the same name by Stephen King. The film was written for the screen and directed by the great and powerful Osgood Perkins, who's also known for directing The Black Coat's Daughter, I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, Gretel and Hansel, and Longlegs. And if you think this will be somewhat similar to Longlegs, this has a massively different tone. While the film isn't scary, the monkey itself can be creepy, and there's actually some pretty good tension, as you're not really sure what will happen when a character winds the key on the toy's back, but someone, somehow, will die. Things can get very bloody and gory in an over-the-top fashion, as the victims die in some odd, twisted, and humorous Final Destination-type splatterfest ways. The film does a nice job blending both of the horror and comedy elements, and I found myself laughing out loud often at the material. The humor is obviously dark and morbid and surprisingly awkward at times. The film begins with the twin brothers as kids who don't really get along, as Bill bullies Hal and even eggs on his friends to torment his brother at school. We also see the dynamic the two have with their mother, as she's raising them herself after her husband disappeared. The two boys find the monkey and soon realize that death follows it. There's more focus on the characters in their younger years than I expected, but that's welcome because I thought that's when the characters were the most interesting. The film jumps to 25 years later, where we see Bill and Hal are estranged and have never been the same since the monkey's antics, leaving them traumatized, and actually has some messages about trauma at a young age. We see how the monkey has affected their lives over the years, such as Hal having a son, Petey, but only seeing him once a year, fearing that something bad would happen to him if he was around longer. Of course, the monkey returns and the brothers must reunite to try and stop the curse once and for all, with a lot of surprises along the way. I like that we don't know the monkey's origin or backstory before it finds this family. The pacing can feel a little wonky at times, as there are a few lulls in between the wild deaths in the second half. Theo James stars as Hal Shelburne, the man haunted by his past and hoping the killer monkey toy never comes back. James also plays Bill, Hal's estranged twin brother. Christian Convery plays the younger versions of Hal and Bill. Tatiana Maslany as Lois Shelburne, Hal and Bill's somewhat quirky mother. Colin O'Brien as Petey, Hal's son who gets mixed up in the monkey madness, and Elijah Wood in more of a cameo as Ted Hammerman, the new husband of Hal's ex-wife who's looking to adopt Petey because he's an expert in the fatherhood field. The Monkey is a wacky experience that's both an amusing and gory good time. Number-wise, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of do it, and a high do it at that. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Westside515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTroupeAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Instagram and Letterboxd at WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.